Fruits. They're colorful, tasty, and sometimes shaped like they're auditioning for a talent show. Some are tiny like lanzones, others are huge like watermelon. Sweet, sour, juicy, creamy. There's a fruit for every mood. But have you ever wondered what makes each fruit unique? And how come some of them feel like they're part of the same barcada? Like mango and avocado. They're same vibes but different flavors. And don't get us started on tomato. Always sneaking into the fruit club while hanging out with veggies. Well, in this video, we're going to explore the cool traits that connect fruits to each other and what makes each one special. So sit back, grab your favorite fruit, and let's dive into the juicy world of fruity facts and fun surprises. We are the Group 5, and we're here to present 5 types of fruits.
Today, we classify grapes which belong to a berry type of simple fruits.
The outside grapes comes in different color, red, green, and purple.
Their texture is smooth and slightly glossy. In a size usually about 1 to 3 centimeters in a diameter.
Inside, grapes have soft, juicy flesh and contain seeds, depending on the variety. When the seeds are present, they are usually 1 to 4 seeds loosely arranged in the center. Grapes also have 3 pericarp layers. The exocarp, which is then outer skin. The mesocarp, which is a fleshy, juicy middle layer. The endocarp, which is very soft and surround the seeds. These characteristics makes grapes a classic example of a berry type fruit.
Today, we're going to classify orange, which belongs to Hesperidum type of simple fruits. So, if you guys are wondering what is a Hesperidum is a modified berry with a thick, leathery rind with a juicy segments on the inside.
On the outside, an orange has a bright orange color, though some varieties may appear yellowish. Its texture is rough and slightly bumpy due its soil glands. The fruit is round to slightly oblong in shape and usually 7 to 10 centimeters in diameters. Internally, an orange contains multiple segments, each filled with tiny juice sacs. Oranges may contain seeds depending on the variety. When present, the seeds are usually scattered within the segments often found near the center. The orange also has 3 pericarp layers. The exocarp, which forms the thick colored rind. The mesocarp, the white spongy layer called the pith. The endocarp, which forms the juicy segments we eat. These features make the orange a perfect example of a Hesperidum fruit.
Is an apple. Apple is a type of fleshy fruit called a pome. A pome develops from an enlarged floral tube and has a core that contains the seeds. On its outside, apples comes in many different colors, red, green, and yellow. Their texture is smooth and firm. Apples are generally round and oval in shape and range from 5 to 10 centimeters in diameter depending on its variety.
Internally, apples have a crisp, juicy flesh in a core that contains seeds. Most apples have 5 chambers, each containing 1 or more seeds, arranged in a star-like pattern when cut horizontally. Apples also have 3 pericarp layers: the exocarp, which is the thin outer skin, the mesocarp, which forms the firm, edible flesh, the endocarp, which becomes the papery wall surrounding the seeds in the core. These characteristics make the apple a classic example of a fleshy fruit known as the pome.
papaya, which is a fresh fruit commonly grown inside the berry type fresh fruit, but it has soft, credible mericarps are many seeds inside. On outside, papaya vary in color green, unripe to yellow or orange, ripe. The texture of the skin is smooth but firm. Papayas are usually oval to cylindrical in shape and can range from 15 to 45 centimeter length depending on the variety.
Internally, papaya flesh is soft, sweet, and orange, with a large central cavity. Inside this cavity are numerous black, round seeds contain a sticky coating. The seeds are loosely arranged, filling the center of the fruit rather than being attached in specific chambers. Papaya also has the three pericarp, the mesocarp, which is the thick, juicy orange flesh we eat, the endocarp, which forms the inner lining of the cavity that holds the seeds. These characteristics make papaya an excellent example of a fleshy fruit.
After the apple and papaya, we also have a mango fruit. A mango fruit belongs to a drupe type of fleshy fruit. A drupe has a fleshy outer part and a hard, stony inner layer that encloses the seeds. On the outside, mangoes comes with various colors such as green, yellow, red, or mix of these. Their texture is smooth, and their shape is usually oval and kidney shaped, while their size ranges from 8 to 20 centimeters depending on their varieties.
So now let's proceed and discover what's inside a mango. Mangoes have soft, sweet, and aromatic yellow-orange flesh. They contain one large seed found at the center of the fruit. This seed is flattened and oblong, tightly enclosed in a hard, woody covering. A mango also has three pericarp layers: the exocarp, which is the thin, smooth outer skin; the mesocarp, which forms the thick, juicy flesh we eat; the endocarp, which becomes the hard, protective shell around the seed. These characteristics make the mango a classic example of a drupe fruit.
Okay guys, for today we're gonna talk about peanut! Yeah! And today we'll talk about peanuts. A plant product often classified as a nut in everyday language. While botanically it is a legume, its hard shell, dry covering, and edible seeds make people commonly refer to it as focus on its nut-like characteristic. And on the outside, the peanut pod has a light brown or tan color. Its texture is rough and dry and slightly wrinkled, with visible ridge along the shell. In terms on size, the most peanut pods range on 3 to 7 centimeter in length depending on the variety and growing conditions. Now, we're gonna open the peanut pod.
When we open the pod, we find the internal characteristics that make the peanut unique. Inside the shell are the seeds, which are the edible peanuts we eat. Most pods contains two seeds arranged side by side, but some may have one or three. Each seed is covered by a thin reddish brown seed coat that protects the inner kernel. The seeds themselves are oval, smooth, and cream colored once the seed coat is removed.